Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show, Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. This morning, if you want to check Y105 FM's app, the 511 is there, and lots of pink, which means completely covered. So be careful where you're driving. Goodhue Public Schools and Lake City Public Schools and Plainview, Elgin, Millville Community Schools and Zumbrota, Mazeppa Public Schools are closed. In Goodhue, you got the Gold Plan. I don't know what that is. It sounds like maybe you get good insurance. You got Flex Learning Day in Lake City, and there's a bunch of delayed ones, too, like Kenyon Wanamingo, Owatonna Public Schools, Pun Island Public Schools. 2 hours running late for a lot of those. Check the whole list on the Y105 FM app. Am I the Jerkhead Crapface? It is a feature of Wednesday morning's Y105 FM Early Morning Show with me, James Raby. You got to tell me by hitting the phone, 507-292-1053. Is this person the Jerkhead Crapface for not bringing a cake to a wedding she was uninvited from? My ex-best friend got married this Saturday. I was supposed to be the maid of honor, but she removed me from the wedding over a dispute regarding my makeup, hair, and, quote, disinterest in the wedding. She uninvited me from the wedding after I told friends my side of the story. I was responsible for the cake at the wedding, but canceled the order because I was uninvited and wanted to be reimbursed for all my investments in the wedding. I told the bride, I'm not going to bring the cake over for you. The new maid of honor went to pick up the cake and learned that I had canceled the order. They were able to get another cake, but apparently it wasn't as nice. The bride, groom, and my sister who attended. Why is your sister going to a wedding you've been kicked out of? Excuse me. My bride, groom, and sister told me it was unfair to cancel the cake. My sister thinks I should have let them enjoy their special day and then later discussed getting my money back. Yeah, that works. Hey, I'm kicking you out of my wedding. I'm going to expect this financial thing from you, and then I'm going to pay you for it? Come on. This is a person that's going to just ditch the former maid of honor. The bride refers to the cake and gift as a gift and says that a gift cannot be returned. If it hasn't been given, it sure can. It's not a gift until you get it. The groom just literally agrees with everything his precious wife says. His precious. So, is she the jerkhead crapface? It is. The other gal, a Bridezilla, I think the answer to that is yes to the Bridezilla, no to the jerkhead crapface. Rita said, you don't disinvite someone from a wedding and still expect a gift, not the jerkhead crapface. And Alicia, on the Y105 FM Facebook page, says, I guess you could say the bride wanted to, puts on sunglasses, have her cake and eat it too. Wow! This is absolutely CSI Miami. You got it. We got a whole bunch more responses and even some updates since I last put it up on Facebook. Coming up in about 8 minutes here. Let's say 12 minutes on Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
Y105.
Quick this morning. In fact, as predicted last night when I found out there was going to be some rain and snow overnight, yeah, some schools are delayed and some are even closed. You can see the whole list on the Y105 FM app. Hi, I'm James Raby. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Keep track of where the slip roads are by checking Y105 FM's app and checking out the traffic report. Now, my ex-best friend got married this Saturday. I was supposed to be the maid of honor, but she removed me from the wedding over a dispute regarding my hair and how disinterested I was in the wedding. I wasn't really. I just had a job I had to do and couldn't attend everything that she wanted me to do. So she was in charge of the cake. Well, once she was disinvited, she canceled the cake order. And everyone thought that was just awful. Just awful. And your responses? Danny Rohn said on the Y105 FM Facebook page, heck no, you're not wrong. She's now an ex-friend and you were uninvited. Why should you have to put money into the wedding? And I'd ask your sister why she still went to the bride was your best friend and turned around on you. I think that's really a great point. My sister Kate chimed in from Colorado or Arizona, never quite sure where she is. If she shelled out cash and waited to be reimbursed after the wedding, she could kiss that money goodbye. Absolutely. Obviously, you can see Rabies think alike. That's my big concern. You will pay for the thing and then ask the bride to reimburse you after so you don't ruin her special day. The bride ruined her own special day. All right? I'm not paying for someone that I am 99% certain is never going to pay me back, ever. I really don't get these modern Bridezillas, my sister said. I really don't remember any drama like this when I was young. Marcella just said, well done, B. And Kim Miser Frank said, she is the Bridezilla. She's nuts to think you should cover the cake if you were uninvited. You did the right thing to cancel and are not the jerkhead crap face. What do you think? Tell me now by hitting chat on the Y105 FM app.
Y105 FM.
Jerkhead crap face in just 1 second. Yeah, roads are slippery. Please be careful as you are driving around. The schools were delayed and some closed because of it. So check the Y105 FM app for road conditions first from the 511. Here on the Y105 FM early morning show, Wednesdays are Am I the Jerkhead crap face days. Am I the jerkhead crap face for not bringing a cake to a wedding I was uninvited from? The maid of honor had disagreements with the bride. One of them was a hair and makeup thing. Another thing was that she missed some wedding stuff because of her job, and she was told she was disinterested in the wedding, and so she was done. Well, one of her jobs was to get the wedding cake. And so as soon as she was kicked out of the wedding, she canceled that order. And they ended up getting cake anyway. But bride, groom, and sister of the maid of honor that was kicked out all said, you did that wrong. You should have let us have the cake, and then we'd pay you back. Yeah. In what world does that happen, right? Boy, howdy. So, some updates on this whole thing. The ex-maid of honor works a job where she's on call and is expected to drop whatever she's doing to come into work, and had to leave some of the wedding rehearsals as it was an on-call situation. Wedding rehearsals? How many wedding rehearsals can you have? Okay, well, the lighting's fine on that one, but Bobby, you were down half a step. What? I thought there was just like one rehearsal. It's a wedding. Anyway, she made it clear this wouldn't happen at the wedding, but the bride declared she was uninterested in the wedding as she wasn't prepared to get fired from her job. So, strike one. Strike two with the hair and makeup argument. Apparently the bride did what a lot of brides do when you find these kind of stories, Bridezilla stories. Unflattering hairstyles for all the bridesmaids and maid of honor. And the maid of honor isn't getting walked all over. She said, well, can we do a different hairstyle? This is just awful on us. And the bride said, no, you just really don't want to be part of this wedding, do you? And the big fight started, and then she got kicked out of the wedding. So that's how that all happened. And Molly said, the gift hadn't even been given. It's not like she showed up at the reception and repossessed the cake. Oh, would that be a great TV show or what? Take back the cake. You walk into the wedding reception just as they're about to cut into it, or as they are cutting into it together. No, you don't get this cake. Repossessed. Repossessed cake. Take it back. That's just fantastic. I love that. Molly, you have my heart today. Repossessing a wedding cake. I don't think that ever really happens, but boy, howdy, would that be a show you'd watch? Yes, of course it would. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. My name is James Raby. We're kicking off the 8 a.m. all music hour next. And if you would love to fly to L.A. to see Grammy-nominated performers and an award show at the same time, oh my gosh, we got it for you.
Y105 FM.
Please read this email. It is so full of burningness. Serious, it's like flames are coming off it, and it's all about the Am I the Jerkhead crap face. Hi, it's James Raby on the Y105 FM early morning show. Every weekday morning at 7:55, we kick off the 8 a.m. all music hour. It's 105 minutes of commercial-free music, and the Am I the Jerkhead crap face today is about a maid of honor who was kicked out of the wedding because she wasn't interested enough. She had a job, and she had to go to it now and then during some planning things and rehearsals and stuff, and that made her disinterested. Also, she didn't like the hairstyles the bride wanted for everybody. And in the end, the kicker was she had been in charge of getting the cake. And since she was kicked out of the wedding, she said, boop, that's it, you're done. I unordered the cake or whatever. It was canceled the order for the cake. And the bride and the groom and the former maid of honor's sister were like, you can't do that. That's a gift. It was rude. Well, it wasn't a gift until it's given. But anyway, I got this email. Dear James, I can't stand your Am I the Jerkhead crap face segments. Stupid people asking stupid questions. Who cares? Like today's. It's in all caps. You're taking the woman's word for it that she didn't do anything wrong to be kicked out of the wedding. Maybe she was a maid of honor, Zilla. You ever think of that? Well, honestly, I had thought of that. Absolutely. It was possible. My maid of honor was awful. She didn't like my rules, which she signed off on, by the way. She didn't like my expected hairstyle for everyone but the bride, but she agreed to it. She kept telling me I was being mean and petty. Well, I don't need that kind of bullying in my life, so I kindly asked her to quit, and suddenly I'm the bad person. Everyone said I was so mean, but it's my wedding, my rules. And then she hit send, and that's it. That's all I got. And you know what? I am happy to put your opposite point of view on. It's absolutely true. The story today could be from Maid of Honor Zilla. Maybe she was awful, or maybe she wasn't. I'm not saying that you're a Bridezilla. I would never say that. I don't know enough about you. But you just sure sound kind of angry. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
We could talk how complicated other banks make it to redeem.
Morning. Hi, it's James Raby. It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this chilly, foggy morning. Yeah, I know. It's 26 degrees. Woo, we are toasty warm. Actually, it's going to get up around 34 today. So if you have an icy sidewalk in front of your house or whatever, a good idea to go chop it a few times if you can. Maybe take a break at lunch and just chop it into pieces, and it'll be easier for it to melt. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the rabies shot today is a bit unusual. Titanic is going to be re-released in theaters on February 10th. Sometimes I have to get up close to stuff because I have this one eye that's not working right. They have remastered it for the 25th anniversary. Hard to believe it's been 25 years since Titanic came out. Remember how people watched it? Maybe you're one of the ones that went and watched it like 35 times. Man, that was a thing. That was such a thing. I saw it once, a little long. I thought maybe they'll cut some out, make it a little shorter for the 25th anniversary. But how's it getting a rabies shot? Well, I have heard that they are not going to add dimensions, just like a little ruler or something on the board that she's laying on and denying Jack space on. They could both have fit on that board, right? And they're not going to add dimensions. Well, it is such a thing on the internet machine for people to argue about this, even still. That how tough would it have been for them to overlay a little dotted line and to prove us wrong? But they're not doing that. So rabies shot. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Michelle's going to give you a chance to win a trip to L.A., courtesy Atlantic Records, to see an amazing award show with amazing stars in it, and even put money in your pocket right around noon.
Getting you through the workday with more variety.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.